Starting the second quarter, Bengals at 3-6, Steelers 5-4 in first place. Game. If they lose, they would be 3 games out. So it's all in front of them right now. Flacco breaks it up the middle and belts it on the play. Brandon Eccles and a couple others there, limiting him to a gain of 2 to the.
He had in this first matchup, and that first quarter only targeted 1 time and no receptions. And that's
down in 4. Flacco is 5 of 6. Being chased on the play by Pierre, and Wilson gets the first down, swerving near the 23.
Cleared out on the inside. Watch, they're gonna clear out. He's coming outside crossing. He's gonna have 3 defenders. He got here and get the first down and protect himself before taking a big hit.
77th reception of the season. Chase Brown plate looking for Jamar Chase, and shadowed down that sideline by Joey Porter. That is what you talked about.
Point out that what happened the first time and the amount of penalties that Porter's been called on, and Porter was just reminding him all the way back to the. And there he's reminding him what the result of the play was.
40 points. Second down 10. Chase Brown the back. Messy pocket. And he got the pass off. Yosu just beyond the 25.
Well, just going to be a twist up front, and they're able to get somebody clean. Middle, nowhere to step into. Remember that right AC joint of his right shoulder is the one that's been bothering him now, just to try and protect it as much as you can.
Flacco on third down today, 3 of 3 on third down. It's incomplete. Wow,
they're going to get Watt, though. They're going to get Watt with a penalty. They threw it in there late. He was able to avoid the sack with the first 2 guys, but then Watt cleans it up at the end.
15-yard penalty, automatic first down.
Well, it's because he drives him into the ground. You can tackle him. It's just, but now as you're going to the ground, you got to put your arms out and try and absorb some of that.
It's 1st and 10. With a whistle, and it's against Cincinnati. False start.
False start. Offensive.
Still in Fairchild. He landed on his.
Watt landed, was on top of the right.
Yes,
so, I mean, even though it didn't get driven into the ground, and instead it felt pretty good.
Chase Brown, 2nd and 10, finds a sliver, then is grabbed on the play by Peyton York and Adam Shine.
Kevin Trent with Jordan Love in the locker room with the left shoulder. It's Malik good. 7-6 Giants, back to you.
So the Packer kicker is injured. Malik Willis was acquired in that trade with the Tennessee Titans. It's 3rd down and 6. A chip right there by Chase Brown comes up with a terrific.
Left hand in there and knock it away. There's no safety help base from going for it, but doesn't appear to be enough to affect that.
Here to Calvin Austin. And into the end zone. Rico with the touch. Steelers by 1. Here comes Aaron Rodgers. In draft, he said, if I could play 5 years, great. But then he thought, no, as every year, as the calendar turned, I can play more. He got to 8, and I said, maybe I can go to 12 years. What? Rodgers, a touchdown pass. And Gainwell was in the backfield going deep in the NFL in passes defended.
Well, he had
4th down.
And he had great coverage here. Watch, it's just going to be a corner. Understand why they were going for that attack. When you see that coverage there and he's not happy, thought he had one.
The Steelers, who will have Waitman out there now, and deep back is Charlie Jones. The wind again.
Had him in both shoulders, non-throwing and throwing shoulder, and it's especially in your throwing shoulder. It's a difficult thing in terms of your
chase. And in the vicinity was Jalen Ramsey, who is playing just his 3rd game at safety.
Ramsey's really lucky right here to get away with it. It almost appears that this is a little bit late. He comes up on the hit. I thought a flag would come on that. It didn't come flying in, and I know Jamar was looking for one. He moves forward. That's just something we'll have to keep an eye on.
Round the back. And now he goes fronting him on that shallow cross, and it's 3rd and 15. Mims' little hobble.
On the left side or the back side of Joe Flacco that's going to cause this to happen. We'll look at the coverage. on Jamar is able to affect him and get a hand on Flacco and turn his body, cause that ball to just yank into the ground.
Flacco's by a ton, and boy, was he leveled on the play by Wilson. Former first-round pick by the Broncos.
Kevin, when it's third and extra long like that, drop back, especially this part of the game, this early in the first half.
Number 1 gross punter in the NFL, number 8 in net. And deep back is Calvin Austin. It on the back pedal at about the 12. Hang time of 4-5. He escapes one grasp and then is brought down. It was a 59-yard punt with 8:14 to go here in the first half. Rodgers a touchdown pass, Mount plus.
Did you just drop some heater knowledge on us?
Yeah, yeah. They were developed in Green Bay in the mid-50s.
The sideline work, one of those big drape coats, those big coats have caught fire, right? You get too close to it.
How about that?
Yep.
Dax Hill makes the stop and throws him for a loss of about a yard. Second down and 11. When Rodgers was on his radar, and Rodgers said about Tomlin, he knows guys' stories. He connects with them. He relates with them.
And really, the whole culture in the building of the locker room and the organization, and that was one.
Here comes Rodgers underneath. Freiermuth. They'll get by the defense of Carter, who was so successful in the first game against the Bengals with a 100-yard receiving performance.
Going to head out to the left flat. Rodgers is looking upfield and throws to him late. Almost Moose works it to the inside and picks up the first down.
Got a gain of 20 on the play. Some breathing space outside the 41. And here comes the rush. Rodgers whacked. Incomplete looking. And 10, the blocking out there.
Kevin, this is really good coverage all over the place.
As long as he could, Miles Murphy.
They're working now. Watch, he's going to come out. They're able to jump him, and the coverage is going to just takes everything away. There's no more tries to throw it back across the field, and good adjustment by the Bengals as that play was breaking down.
Again, chased by Murphy, brought down. Hit on the play by both Murphy and B.J. Hill. They don't have a lot of sacks, only the go in the first meeting.
Kevin, I really thought once he got outside the pocket, and he barely held on to the ball there on the snap.
Hill gets a sack for the second consecutive game. And Murphy comes up as they
start in the positive attitude he brought in. And, yeah, it hasn't gone their way, but they felt like coming into this game they could get this thing done.
30. That's like an aircraft carrier taking flight, and he hurdles out near the 45. He's short of the first. To Darnell Washington.
Well, you got 6'7", 270 going through the air.
That's like a 747 coming in. And heading out at the brand new Pittsburgh airport, which, by the way, is about a day away. Team for the Bengals, and out of bounds. He is ushered by the special teams and Malik Harrison. 8 of 13. Bengals have lost 2 in a row. Back out there for. Coming up on the Verizon halftime report from Denver. Join JB, Nate, Matt Ryan. Halftime report. We've had 5 consecutive punts. And here comes Cincy by Sawyer initially. And Mel, we're looking at Flacco. He told us even after the bye he didn't throw until third.
That it was bothering him at all. Zach Taylor told us last night it has been a real issue for him. He said he was watching Flacco's face down on the Bengals bench. His expression has not changed, but you know he can't be comfortable, guys.
Trent, it rarely does change.
Yeah.
Being chased here by Sawyer. Dumps it off. The running back, Brown. Boy, he had it. Oh, after Gainwell got a short catch in 10. The running back was Brooks. He got away from Watt, and Flacco throw. DJ just about had him.
Well, he goes down low. Watch the move that he puts on Mims. Just a swipe at the legs. What a great move on Mims by T.J. Watt.
Running back is Brown. Tight end Hudson on the move. Hit by Peyton Wilson near the 41, gain of 3. 3rd and 7.
It's third down. Let's go.
Then Bengals 2 punts in a row. Steelers 3 punts in a row. With a look at Zach Taylor, who said exactly. He said, I want them to know how important this game is for us.
The importance of this game. He said, I'm not normally a standings or
time. Here's the hit. There's almost picked off on the play. Duggar had it, or almost did. Looking for Brown.
Watch Duggar. He's going to come from off the screen here. The stumble by Chase, and then watch, he undercuts it.
2016 And that goes back.
And just the fact that they're able to, hang on to the ball that long, but that just tells you the coverage. I just got done talking.
Gainwell the pitch, 1st and 10 after the punt. He tries to wheel outside. There's not much there, and he's brought down on the play by, wow.
After this is the goal, keep first down.
That's Jonnu Smith. Coming up on the Verizon halftime report. James, the offensive coordinator, his coach Matt Ryan, Russell Wilson, Aaron Rodgers. He said the common in their approach. Here is a 3rd and 4.
And I like what Arthur Smith has done throughout his career, adjusting to the talents of his quarterback.
And Rodgers will find the escape hatch. Can he get the first down? Yes, he can. Hits the deck. Slides into second. First down sign on 3rd and 4. The Pittsburgh 41-year-old quarterback scrambles for 8.
Well, he gets up. Not shockingly, no one's assigned to him to be the scrambler and take off, so he's able to get the first down.
Gainwell.
Well, he was grabbed early. They're going to call. Down there, and evidently the ball wasn't tipped. It was just poorly thrown.
Gosh, I don't, let's see.
And you see the way the ball, as it's progressing down the field, it got more and more wobbly, so that just tells you the severity of the wind.
Looking for his tight end, another flag thrown. Coverage on the play by Jordan Battle.
They're going to get DK on a pick here.
Pass interference, offense number 4. 10-yard penalty, repeat first down.
The rub or the pick route, they showed the play on the screen. That's why the whole...
Tight ends today for the Steelers, 2 receptions. In the first meeting a month ago, they had 11 combined. Gainwell the back. He'll get... It's incomplete. And the
number 99.
Miles Murphy.
15-yard penalty. Automatic down.
Well, and I think that's more what it is than anything is that he was low. Because they had to move back after that pick play. They've got the DK Metcalf offensive penalty.
It's like Taylor Britt's heading to the locker room for the Bengals. 1st and 10. Washington running left side, bulldozing, plowing. Wow! Catch and roll.
Well, like I said, they list him at 265. I'm going to say 270. I called him that earlier. That. Turner, you can try punching the ball out, but you're going to go backwards.
That's like they began this drive deep in their own zone. 1st and 10. Gainwell. Nice block. Sayamalo with a nice block at that left guard. 12-yard pickup. Timeout taken.
Love that. So for Mom, I was thinking...
I thought she didn't want anything.
Oh, like when she sends you a tea. You can get their best deal without needing the most expensive plan.
Good call.
And
since they each scored on each.
Because he just ran through 3 defenders to get it down inside, down inside the 20.
Man, is back there with Rodgers. Pittsburgh a couple timeouts. Tolomello with 30 seconds to go.
Personal foul on first down.
4 flags on the last 6 plays of this drive.
Well, so side that's going to come. I'd love to hear Gene's interpretation of that one. He didn't land on top of him.
So Pittsburgh began the drive on the 7. Rodgers had a run of 8 to get a incredible opportunity right now for the Steelers. Bengals average the fewest penalty yards. 2nd and goal. Fautanu with a nice block to the end zone. Rodgers and caught up.
Take it to the middle. There's nowhere for him to go with the football. So I think he's honestly trying to throw it either to where his guy gets it or it's out of the...
17 seconds to go. Golden opportunity here. 7.
He's kind of holding on to that left arm.
He's been earlier this week. Rodgers did. We asked him about his extraordinary arm talent, and it was generational. Is 17, and I've really noticed since then, maybe I'm not quite the same thrower I was early in my career. Will Howard, for the first time, is the number 3 emergency quarterback. He quarterbacked the Buckeyes season, but Howard is on the sideline today for Pittsburgh. And Rodgers, incomplete. And he was aiming that time for Wilson. situation to Aaron Rodgers. That's an accomplishment.
Well, this was an unusual drive. As you said, started at the position, but what a great job by this defense to respond and force them on a field goal attempt. The struggling point for both sides, both the Steelers and the Bengals. I've been in factor here in the first half.
So each team on their first possession got touchdown passes. Gainwell on an 11-yard catch and run touchdown pass. Flacco to Higgins. Let's go downstairs to Melanie Collins.